Hi, and welcome to another video. I thought I'd do something a bit different this time and do a mini art vlog of what I've been up to over the past week. I'll take you with me to the Cooper Gallery in Barnsley, where I have a painting on display in the Cooper Prize exhibition. Then I have a painting that needed varnishing, so I'll show you how I do that. And at the end I'll do a quick update on some sketchbook pages I've enjoyed creating. The Cooper Gallery is a lovely local gallery to me, and it's in Barnsley town centre, really close to the train station. There's a good little cafe inside and a gift shop with beautiful locally crafted products, including jewellery, prints and ceramics. The Cooper Prize exhibition has been running since October last year and ends on the 6th of April this year, so there's still plenty of time to go and visit. Most of the artworks on display are up for sale, so it's a really good opportunity to find some unique art for your home and support a local artist. This sculpture, called Staying Alive, won the main prize, and it's a forged steel sculpture by Sam Sherborne. The Cooper Art Prize was open to artists who live, work or were born in South Yorkshire, and there is such an amazing variety of artwork on display. Here's my piece, Grounded by Mam Tor, which I painted in acrylic on paper. I'm really happy with how this one turned out, as it's very loose and expressive, and it totally captures the weather on that very windy day when I was in the Peak District looking at this view of Mam Tor. I like that you can see a lot of the brush strokes and get a sense of how the piece was painted. I was over the moon that it was selected to be in the exhibition, especially as it's in such good company amongst some really incredible paintings. And it sits alongside this intricate and beautiful sculpture by Sue Blackwell. Here are a few more pieces in the exhibition that caught my eye. The gallery also has a permanent collection on display, which contains over 400 works ranging from the 17th to 20th centuries. From this collection I particularly loved this Study After Turner by Hercules Brabazon, which is a watercolour on paper. I also really admired this painting by Adrian Heath called Composition, and it's oil on paper from 1960. So now I'm back in the studio and I'm going to varnish this mixed media painting that you may have seen me create in a previous video. I'm using Liquitex Gloss Medium, which used to be called Gloss Medium and Varnish. They haven't changed the formula at all, but they have since brought out a new range of varnishes, so obviously I think they're just keen on you buying both products rather than just the one, hence the name change. I've always used this gloss medium to varnish, and I've always been happy with the results. I also like the versatility of the product, as it can be used as a medium too, so I think I'm going to stick with it for now. I use a soft flat brush to varnish to avoid getting too many streaks, and I don't recommend using a brush with thick coarse hairs. Something soft that you can glide across the surface is ideal. I apply the gloss medium directly to the panel and then make sure the whole surface is evenly covered. I then go from left to right across the panel, overlapping the brush strokes. Then I go from top to bottom, again overlapping the brush strokes slightly, and that's it. It's important not to overwork the medium too much to avoid bubbles, and after this I'll wipe down the edges and leave it to dry for around 2 hours. This painting is acrylic on wooden panel, but I've also used some Neocolor 2 crayons, so I want to protect the crayon marks and make sure they don't budge. I also like the satin effect the varnish gives, and it adds a bit of depth to the colours, but you don't really have to bother with varnish on acrylic paintings if you don't want to. I just thought I'd pop on at the end of this video and show you a few pieces I've been doing in my sketchbook recently. So this is the first, and I really enjoyed the colour palette. I love the pops of pink and the really warm sky, and this is done mainly using Caran d'Ache Neocolor 2s and Derwent Inktense pencils, and then I've gone over areas with the white gouache. So I was really pleased how that one turned out. And then I also did this one, which is again the same sort of process with the Caran d'Ache washes first, Derwent Inktense pencils, and then the gouache over the top. And I love these marks you get from the Inktense and scratching into the gouache with a palette knife creates these really interesting effects. So that's what I've been doing in my sketchbook recently. I've also been working a lot on the 100-day project, but that's been on loose pieces of paper so I can collate everything at the end, which I think will be really exciting to see. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks so much for watching.